Step into the Roman Colosseum, and you can almost hear the roar of the crowd, the clash of steel. For centuries, we've pictured epic gladiator battles, maybe a chariot race or two. But what if I told you the grand spectacle was just the surface? That beneath the sun-baked arena floor lay a dark, hidden world far more brutal and complex than you ever imagined? Today, we're peeling back the layers of history to explore the Colosseum's dark side, the side they didn't want you to see. The Colosseum wasn't just an arena. It was a masterpiece of engineering, designed for death on an industrial scale. The real show started long before anyone stepped onto the sand. It started in the Hypogeum, a two-story labyrinth of tunnels and chambers hidden directly beneath the arena floor. This was the Colosseum's backstage, a dim, suffocating maze of wood and stone. Imagine the scene, the air thick with the smell of sweat, fear, and wild animals. Torches would cast long, dancing shadows, revealing gladiators preparing for what could be their final moments. Caged beasts, lions, tigers, bears, even crocodiles roared in confusion and anger, their sounds echoing through the stone corridors, a terrifying soundtrack for the men and women waiting above. And how did these animals and gladiators suddenly appear in the middle of the arena? Through a series of ingenious trapdoors and elevators. The Romans were masters of stagecraft. They had at least 60 trapdoors scattered across the arena floor, connected to a complex system of ropes, pulleys, and counterweights operated by hundreds of slaves in the Hypogeum. At the pull of a lever, a gladiator could be hoisted into the fight, or a snarling leopard could be launched into the fray, creating a shocking surprise for both the combatants and the cheering audience. It was a perfectly choreographed dance of death, designed to keep the crowd on the edge of their seats, hungry for more. But the most shocking events weren't the one-on-one duels. They were the mass executions and the venations, the wild beast hunts. The Colosseum's inaugural games, held in 80 AD, lasted for 100 days. During that time, the historian Cassius Dio tells us that over 9,000 wild animals were slaughtered. Think about that number. 9,000 lives sacrificed for entertainment. Entire species were wiped out from parts of the Roman Empire, like the North African elephant and the hippos from the Nile, all captured and shipped to Rome to die in the sand. And it wasn't just animals. The Colosseum was also a stage for mass public executions. Condemned criminals, prisoners of war, and followers of outlawed religions were sentenced to damnatio ad bestias, condemnation to the beasts. They were sent into the arena, often unarmed, to be torn apart by starved animals for the crowd's amusement. These weren't considered sport. They were a display of Roman power, a brutal warning to anyone who dared defy the empire. Even more surprisingly, the Colosseum could be flooded. Yes, you heard that right. Before the Hypogeum was fully built, the arena floor could be filled with water in a matter of hours, turning it into a giant artificial lake. Here, they staged naumachia, or mock naval battles. Specially trained gladiators would reenact famous sea battles, rowing small warships and fighting to the death on the water. It was an incredible feat of hydraulic engineering, designed to offer a spectacle so grand, so over the top, that it would be talked about for generations. It was the ultimate display of Rome's ability to bend nature itself to its will for entertainment. So the next time you see a picture of the Colosseum, look beyond the majestic arches. Picture the world beneath the floor. A world of darkness, of fear, of incredible ingenuity used for the most brutal purposes. It was a place where thousands of humans and animals met their end, all for the spectacle. The Colosseum stands today not just as a monument to Roman architecture, but as a chilling reminder of the dark side of entertainment and the high price of bread in circuses. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the shadows of history. If you found this fascinating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the past. Let me know in the comments what historical mystery you want me to uncover next. See you in the next video.